Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Neptune's Child Tarot. Thank you all so much for being here, your continued love and support here on the channel. So today's pick a card reading, we are doing, what is this situation trying to teach you? Okay, so the situation that you do have on your mind, we're just going to kind of keep it open because all of you are going to be in some very different situations. So feel free to apply the message is coming through to what your situation is. If you're finding that it doesn't really resonate, you can choose a different group, and hopefully that resonates for you a little bit more. Excuse me. So what is this situation trying to teach you? We do have 3 crystals out here for you guys to choose from. For group number 1, you are going to be this yellow aventurine. For group 2, it is fluorite. And then group 3, we have a blue agate. If you already feel drawn to a specific crystal, you can skip ahead to the timestamps. It'll take you directly to your reading. But I am going to be adding in one of these cards to help you for those of you that need the extra help with choosing. So group number 1 with the yellow aventurine, what is this situation trying to teach you? What is this situation trying to teach you? What is this situation trying to teach you? Group number 1. Group 2 with the fluorite. What is this situation trying to teach you? Group 3 with the blue agate. What is this situation trying to teach you? Okay. So let's see what we have. Group number 1, we have number 12, Winged Seer, and it says you see clearly with clairvoyance, and that is with the yellow aventurine. I'm sorry, yeah, yellow aventurine. Okay, group number 2, we have Marie Masquerade with glamour, intrigue, and drama, number 14, and that is with the fluorite. Okay, that is group 2, and group number 3, we have number 16, Angel de los Muertos, and it says transitions to the spirit realm. And that is with the blue agate. Okay, so those are the choices. Interesting, we've got 12, 14, 16 here. 12, 14, and 16. Those are the choices for today. What is the situation trying to teach you? Timestamps will be down below, and I will see you at your reading. Hi, group number 1. So those of you that resonated with the Winged Seer, it says you see clearly, clairvoyance. Okay, and we're asking Spirit today, what is this situation trying to teach you? So let's pull the tarot. What is this situation trying to teach you? We've got the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. The Tower and the 10 of Wands. Eight of Wands and the 5 of Cups. Seven of Wands, 6 of Cups, Page of Cups. Ten of Swords in reverse. Okay. So far the major arcana that we have here is the Tower and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So this feels that there is some type of, this feels like a karmic cycle. A karmic cycle that you were in. And of course, this could be something that affects you in different areas of your life. Okay, for some of you, I'm seeing love. Some of you, I'm seeing career, finances. And it feels like this has to do with, we started off with the Five of Pentacles in reverse. This is overcoming the feeling of lack. Okay. Now, lack can be something that we perceive in terms of our finances, financial abundance, scarcity, poverty consciousness. But I feel like some of you, this also is a cycle of lack. In this case, when we're talking about relationships, abandonment, rejection, neglect, emotional neglect, feelings of unworthiness when it comes to love, money, success, okay? The Tower energy helps to break down a false reality, okay? Or in this case, false beliefs, okay? So this is helping you to see it clearly, because it could be something with the Two of Swords here that we're not seeing. We're not seeing it, how we keep repeating the same pattern or the same cycle, thinking the same thoughts. And ending up feeling discouraged, disappointed, hopeless, in the energy of despair, and feeling that there's nothing that we can do to change our situation. So this is really trying to help you to be more self-aware of a cycle that we keep repeating. The Tower helps to bring an epiphany or some kind of realization so that you do see clearly. Okay? So, and I'm seeing the Four of Cups here. Six of Pentacles is here. Six of Pentacles is about receiving. Your ability to receive. The Four of Cups can be when we're distracted. It can also be when we have a blind spot, when there's something that we're not seeing. So there's a cycle here surrounding receiving, allowing yourself to receive love, money, success, whatever it might be in your life. Okay? So we're trying to bring attention, or Spirit's trying to bring attention in through you going through this, about you changing out of that scarcity mindset, poverty consciousness, or in terms of unworthiness when it comes to love. Allowing yourself to receive. Now, if you are in a situation where you are not receiving enough, meaning that you're at a job and you're not being paid enough, and you feel afraid to make changes because of the scarcity mindset, right? Because we're holding on to security, any kind of security we can get. The same thing with the relationship, right? If we have a low self-esteem, low self-worth, and a person is breadcrumbing us, we're going to accept it. And this is where you have to set the bar higher for yourself, have boundaries, set a standard, to know that you're worthy of more. We have the Nine of Pentacles here, which is developing a strong sense of self, a strong sense of identity, a sense of autonomy. This card is about confidence in yourself, right? Knowing what your worth is, knowing that you are valuable, knowing that you are worthy. When it comes to financial means, right? Financially secure. I'm abundant. The universe is abundant. We're open to receiving by shifting our energy, shifting the mindset, shifting the thoughts, shifting the beliefs, and releasing any ones that are false. And the false would be, I believe I can't have better, or I don't believe I'm worthy. I don't believe I'm worthy of love. I don't believe I'm worthy of success. I don't believe that I can have more. Okay? So this is stopping this cycle here of lack in any form, right, that it's kind of taking on in your life. The Tower is releasing it. It's breaking it down. It's helping you to see, right, what we're doing, how we're doing it, how we keep repeating a pattern or a cycle here that is holding us back. Okay. Let's see. Let's clarify the Tower. Number 12 is also a change of perspective. It's the Hanged Man energy. The Hanged Man energy brings in insight, enlightenment, right? We become enlightened. We're now seeing something. We're aware. In order for us to change the pattern, change the cycle, we have to have self-awareness. Why is the Tower here? Look at that. Why do we want to release this? Because it's going to help you to get into alignment. That's why this is so important. It's helping you to align your energy, because this keeps us out of alignment, okay? To help us to align, right, with love, with abundance, with success, we have to release this belief. This energy being aligned will help you to come into alignment with your desires, with your manifestations, because you've created a shift in your energy, right? Holding on to this creates resistance. So it doesn't matter how much we consciously say, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. If the energy does not match, we're not aligned for it. We will only experience what we believe we're worthy of. We will only experience what we are in energetic alignment with. So if we're in energetic alignment with lack, lack is what we will have. By releasing this is where we align our energy with our higher self, right? With Spirit, God, Universe, Creator. And we open ourselves up to receive love in the way that we're meant to experience it, abundance in the way that we're meant to experience it, and we change the cycle. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? Four of Pentacles, Page of Swords. Yep, there's a lesson here. The Page of Swords is learning, it's observing, right? The Four of Pentacles is when we're clinging on to something, we're attached to something. It's also the fear of loss, right? So if we have a fear of loss because we feel like we can't have better, let's just say in terms of relationship, right? So we're going to, again, accept the bare minimum, the breadcrumbs, the lack, the not having enough, not feeling loved in the way that we want to, right? When it comes to money, same thing. We fear loss. We hold on to the job that doesn't pay us enough because we feel like we can't have more, we can't have better, we can't have greater. The Hermit here is about self-discovery. It's about healing. It's about looking within, connecting to your innermost self, your most abundant self. Okay, this certainly does help us in terms of growth, of self-discovery, of truly connecting to this part of ourself. Okay, so there's some very powerful lessons in this situation with this, whether it's your job, your career, relationships, friendships, romantic. Okay. All right. So I'm going to leave this here for you, Group 1. I do hope this reading was helpful for you, and I will see you in the next one. Hi, Group 2. So those of you that resonated with Marie Masquerade, we have glamour, intrigue, and drama. Card number 14. And we're asking the question today, what is this situation trying to teach you? Okay, so let's pull some tarot here and see. What is the situation trying to teach you, group 2? What is this situation trying to teach you? We have the Ace of Swords, the Lovers, the Knight of Cups. The Sun, King of Pentacles, Four of Swords, the High Priestess, wow. Four of Wands, King of Wands, the Three of Cups, Ten of Cups, Two of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. Okay, so what is this situation trying to teach you? All of this energy that's here is really beautiful. We started off with the Ace of Swords, which is some type of clarity, some type of truth. Could be a breakthrough for you. And the energy that's here, like I said, is really beautiful. The Lovers here about balance, harmony. It could talk about a union, a commitment. The Knight of Cups can be about opportunities or even love. The Sun is about joy and happiness, fulfillment, success. The King of Pentacles, you know, about something secure, stable, reliable. The Four of Swords brings us to a place of peace, of calm. The Four of Wands is also about a celebration. It could be about harmony, balance, stability, because it's a number 4 connected to the Emperor. The King of Wands is about leadership, power, confidence. And we have even the Three of Cups here and the Ten of Cups, joy, happiness, celebration, fulfillment, contentment. So it kind of feels like a vision, a dream, something that we're being guided towards intuitively. And the Queen of Swords is about clarity. It's about seeing something clearly, observing. The Two of Swords can sometimes be when we have a conflicting thought, an idea, we're being indecisive about something, we feel confused, or even when we're in denial. So I want to clarify this a little bit further. Why is this Two of Swords here? Justice, fairness, balance. And then the Five of Swords, the World, and the Hierophant. Okay, so really what I'm getting from this, no matter what your situation is, okay, I feel like what this situation is trying to teach you, or more so what it's trying to show you, is if the situation that you're dealing with right now, okay, whether it has to do with relationship, it has to do with your spiritual path, your career, like I said, the energy that's here is beautiful. It's aligned. It's success. It's happiness. It's fulfillment. The High Priestess, I feel like it is your intuition. It's your own inner knowing. And I feel like it's trying to guide you towards making decisions and choices in your life that align with this beautiful energy here. Okay. So I feel like this is where you have to ask yourself, about whatever your situation is in comparison to what your intuition has kind of this idea in mind of what you want in terms of maybe it's career success, maybe it's success in love, maybe it's, something that you imagine here for yourself. Do you feel that the situation that you're dealing with is reflective of that? Because if it isn't, right? If it doesn't match that, is it time to change something? Let's just say that you're in a relationship situation right now and there's a lot of conflict. There's a lot of things not progressing, things not moving forward. You feel unfulfilled. You feel unhappy, right? If it doesn't align with where your intuition is trying to draw you towards to make choices, to make better choices, and we're not quite aligned with this, the world is about ending something. It's a completion. So we can kind of look at this as like a chapter of our life that we're closing. Let's just say it's a job and we're wanting a better job. We want a job that's more fulfilling. We want a job that's going to pay us more money. We want to find an amazing relationship. We want to fall in love, right? The Five of Swords has to do with a conflict. Okay? So if if what you're doing, the situation that you have right now is in conflict with the dreams, the goals, the desires, and doesn't align with this, is it the right choice for us to instead choose to let it go? Maybe it means we leave the job. Maybe it means we leave the relationship situation. Maybe it means we leave that path. Okay? The other thing I would say with this is the Five of Swords can sometimes be about self-sabotaging thoughts. Okay? In which case, that the self-sabotaging thoughts can keep us in a place of indecision where we need to step up, take the lead, and create the path, create the life that we truly desire through making the right choices. And that right choice might be leaving certain things behind. Maybe we move to a new place. Maybe we get a new job. Maybe we go back to school and get a degree for a new career path. Because like I said, this is beautiful. So if we're finding that the current choices that we've made with whatever situation that we're dealing with does not align and does not make us happy, does not make us feel fulfilled, is not bringing us the clarity that we need, is not bringing us peace of mind, should we instead be letting that go? Creating and making new choices that we feel are more aligned with us. Okay? Because of course, the glamour and the intrigue, right, could lead us down certain paths or into certain situations. But does it feel aligned? Does it feel balanced? Is it making us happy? Do we feel fulfilled? Do we feel secure? Do we feel stable? No? Then let's change that. Let's start taking steps towards aligning with the desires. Okay? So this is listening to your intuition. Your intuition is saying, look, we can have all of this. All of this is possible. Okay? So, what do I want to do? I think I want to... add on any closing messages that Spirit has for you. Any other messages for group 2? Yeah, we've got the third eye here with new perspective. That's your intuition. The pine cone is also a, spiritually, it's a symbol of fertility. which very connected to like Empress energy, creating something new. And I feel like in a way, this is Spirit showing you here that you, right, are in control. You can create the life that you desire by making changes. The Justice card has to do with making the right choices, right? What's right, what's wrong, what is going to be in your highest alignment, right? So we could be asking ourselves with whatever that situation is that we're dealing with, is it in our highest alignment to be part of whatever that situation is? Or is this something that we want more, desire more? Okay. All right, so I'm going to leave this here for you, group 2. I do hope this reading was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Hi, group 3. So those of you that resonated with card number 16, Angel de los Muertos, we have transitions to the spirit realm. I already feel like your group is going to be different than the other ones. We have blue agate with that. I'm going to pull the tarot and see what is coming through for this. Transitions to the spirit realm. So what is this situation trying to teach you? What is this situation trying to teach you? We have the Queen of Cups. Five of Wands. Ace of Pentacles. The Death card and the Moon. Ten of Cups, we've got the Strength card. Queen of Pentacles. There's the High Priestess. The Magician, the Two of Swords. And the Seven of Pentacles. Transitions to the spirit realm. I might have to take some time to kind of sit with this for a second. Okay, so I did a little bit of reading with this card here. This is from the Oracle of Shadows and Light deck. So this card basically talks about departed souls. So those of you that felt drawn to this group may have loved ones in spirit that may have recently departed, or maybe even a greater length of time. This could also be talking about our ancestors, okay? So the type of tone that this is setting with this message is for this group, because again, we're going to go back to this question, so I got to think through this. We're asking the question today, what is this situation trying to teach you? Okay. Now, the divination message for this card is about us aligning with our purpose. It is about being able to go through the cycles of death and rebirth while we are still present on this earth. That no matter what type of situation we could be dealing with, right? That it is possible for us to change and make those changes to self and our life while we're here. And I feel like that's kind of the message here, that your ancestors and your departed loved ones, whether were in human form or in fluffy, furry friend form, any passed on pets that you may have had, that this is helping you to make some kind of transformation within yourself. The Ace of Pentacles is here, which is about a new beginning. The Strength card here has a lot to do with being brave, being courageous, being confident, and being in your power, overcoming your fears. There might be a little bit of resistance here with making changes. The Death card is about change, endings, transformation. Okay, the Moon can certainly bring in a lot of fear of the unknown, a lot of insecurities. And so whatever this situation is, I mean, it could be something that's bringing up your fears. It could be something that is guiding you towards some type of change. You know, you could be, let's just say that you're at a job right now and there's a whole lot of drama going on at your job and you're almost like, ooh, I feel like I need to get out of here. Okay, well, that situation is putting you in a place where your higher self is trying to guide you towards making the change, right? Let's just say that there's a relationship situation that's very uncomfortable and, you know, you're feeling like that is what you have to deal with. That's what you have to put up with. That's what you'll always have, or it's unpleasant, right? An unpleasant situation. This is basically implying that this situation that you're going through is trying to teach you to make some kind of change. It could be to cycles you have, patterns you have, fears that you need to overcome, and about you having and connecting to the willpower and infinite potential that you have within inside of yourself. So things could be getting triggering, things could be getting challenging, right? But they're all in an effort to try to help you and to teach you to become a better version of yourself, to start new, to start over, to move past a place of confusion, indecision, frustration, success being unfulfilled in your life, conflict, not feeling emotionally fulfilled, right? All of these things are helping you, to guide you, to teach you into really tuning in to your intuition and to helping to create a life for you that is more secure, that is more stable, maybe is more abundant, is more loving, is more bringing more success, more joy, more happiness, right? So it's kind of prompting you towards some kind of personal transformation that can take place within you. You know, sometimes we have stuff going on in life, maybe for a short period of time, maybe it's for the good majority of the life that we have, right? And we feel like that's the life that we're living, and we feel that nothing's going to ever change for us, you know, that we can't have a different life, that we can't have what we dream about. And so this is where your ancestors, past on loved ones, are kind of coming in with a message that, I'm trying to be careful with my words here because of YouTube. I will just say that change is possible. Transformation is possible. If we are dealing with life situations that are unpleasant, that are creating a lot of challenges for us, making us feel defeated, making us feel like that is all that there is in this life for you, is pain or trauma or misery or unhappiness, that it doesn't have to be that way. That you as a person, as a soul, can go through that death and rebirth process while you're here on earth, to be able to make those changes to self, to grow out of and beyond certain patterns, certain cycles, and completely change your life. Okay? So whatever which way this situation is trying to bring you to becoming that person, that version of you, like I said, it can come and kind of show up in so many different ways, right? Maybe it's like making us so uncomfortable at work where the boss all of a sudden gets an attitude and the work environment becomes uncomfortable, right? And it's that situation that you're going through. Well, it's gonna make you so uncomfortable that you get yourself out of there, right? So that you change it. It could be putting you in situations that create fears and insecurities in order for you to face them, to overcome them, to create a new beginning, to create a new life. Okay? There's a few things that I want to look at here, and I'm seeing the King of Wands at the bottom. This is forging a new path. This is taking the lead. This is taking control of your life. Okay? Why is this Five of Wands here? Two of Cups in reverse, Ace of Wands in reverse. Yeah, this could be recognizing when certain things are not aligned. Okay? Certain things that are not quite aligned. And whether it's you, right, that feels like something's out of alignment within you and it's affecting, things within your reality, that we have the power to change it. Why is the Moon here? Justice. And the Death card, Chariot. This helps you to move forward in a much more balanced, a much more aligned energy. Justice also has to do with karma, right? So we're clearing karma here. Let's get one more for the Moon. Yeah. Some of you, this is bringing certain things to an end. Maybe it's fears, right, that have been blocking you your whole life, or maybe during this period of your life. If you've gone through some type of painful thing like betrayal or some type of injustice, even that situation that you might have gone through, you will go through a transformation. Sometimes it is a lot of the most difficult, a lot of the most challenging situations that we could go through in our life, and some of which are even outside of our control, but these are things that can truly change us as a person. Yes, they can, there's certain things that can cause a lot of trauma and after effects of going through that, but when you really focus on the healing, right, that takes place after you might go through something that's very challenging or painful. And of course, we have a choice then too. We can either choose, again, to keep ourselves in that place of suffering, or a victim to life circumstances that have happened to us, okay, or feeling resentful and angry and defeated by life, or we can choose to rise. We can choose to overcome the circumstances that have happened in our life, to not identify or no longer identify with that old version of ourselves, to grow into a more empowered version of ourselves. Okay, I'm sure many of you have heard stories too from people of, we could see online, we can hear during podcasts, where people have, come from some really difficult upbringings or traumatic experiences, and in such a different version of themselves now, and also seeing people where certain things happen to them in life and they just become very kind kind of stuck in that energy, stuck in that experience where they have a difficult time healing from it. They have a difficult time from overcoming something, you know, from life. And so I really feel that this message here is teaching you in a way, whatever the situation is teaching you to rise, is teaching you to step into your power, and to, for many of you, taking control back of your life and becoming the most empowered version of you. And yes, the process by which you will get there might be painful. It could be challenging, but there's great reward that also comes with that, because you are becoming a better version of you. Okay. All right, so that is all that I have for you, group number 3. I do hope this reading was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next one.